everyone, it's DJ and this is my January wrap-up. So each month I have a goal of reading at least 8 books, and in the month of January I read 8 books. So I'm super proud of myself because I got my goal and I was able to read a variety of different types of books as far as like the format goes, not so much the genre, because a lot of the books that I read were contemporary, but they were easy enough for me to just kind of go through them easily. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you what I read. Alright, so the first book that I read was Curveball by Jordan Ford. It is a contemporary sports romance and it's centered around baseball. So I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a really good solid foundation for all 3 of the books. I thought it also had a bit of a mystery to it, so I really enjoyed that aspect, and I did really enjoy it a lot. But I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but just because it wasn't as groundbreaking as some of the other books that I've read in the past. So it was still really cute and enjoyable, and I really liked it. The second book that I read was Strikeout, and it is the second book in the Barlow Sisters trilogy, and this one is Max and Cairo, and I really enjoyed this one as well, but not as much as I liked the first one, and I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars. And the third book that I read was Foul Play by Jordan Ford. It is the final book in the Barlow Sisters trilogy, and I really enjoyed this one more than I enjoyed the other 2. Even though the other 2 really laid the foundation for this one, I thought this one was really good, and I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really liked Vincent as a character and Chloe. I really enjoyed their dynamics, so I thought this one was a bit edgier than the other 2, so I think I enjoyed it because of that a little bit more, but I really enjoyed this one. The fourth book that I read this month is Hello, I Love You by Katie M. Stout. I actually started this in December, but I didn't really read much. I only read like a chapter, but then I sat down and I actually was able to read it all the way through, and I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought it was really cute, and I really liked the characters for the most part, but there were a few problematic things about it, but I still really enjoyed this as a story. I thought it was really cute. So the fifth book that I read this month is Textrovert by Lindsay Summers, and I was super excited about this book because it is adorable and I love this cover so much, and I love the colors and everything. So it's a really cute story. I really enjoyed this one. I believe I gave this one a 3.5. Again, it's really cute but not groundbreaking. I thought some of the stuff that happened was like, what just happened? But I really thought it was cute, so, and I liked that it was very short. And the sixth book that I read this month is How to Break a Boy by Lori DeVore, and this one I really enjoyed. I was expecting it to be edgy, and it was, but I was not expecting it to be as edgy, like as edgy as it was. So I thought this was really good and very interesting, so I really enjoyed this. And I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. The The next book that I read was My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. And I listened to this on audiobook, and oh my gosh, it was hilarious, and I absolutely loved every single moment of it. I love this book so much. I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It is so good. Alright, and the 8th book that I read, I actually finished yesterday, and it is again another audiobook, and this one is Seeking Mansfield by Kate Watson. And this one is a retelling of Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, which I really like the story. It's not my favorite of the Jane Austen novels, which I don't think it's many people's favorites, because you've got the Fanny Price, who's very passive in her voice, and yeah, so you don't really hear a lot from her, and there's a lot of debate over the love interests and everything. So it's a very interesting take on Mansfield Park. I really enjoyed it. There were a couple things here and there that just were like little blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, I really enjoyed it, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so that is everything that I read in the month of January. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and comment down below and let me know about how many books you read in the month of January and which books did you read in the month of January. Alright, and yeah, so hey guys, so this is kind of a little update for you about January and the books that I read in January. So after I filmed this video, after I filmed the video that you just watched, I actually ended up finishing 2 more books by midnight of January 31st. So I actually ended up reading 10 books in the month of January. So I'm gonna go through the other 2 books that I read, and ratings and all that good stuff, so that way, yeah, because I read 2 more books, so yay! Alright, let's get started. So the 9th book that I read in the month of January was My New Crush Gave to Me by Shani Petroff, and I listened to this one on audiobook, and this one was super adorable. This one I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. I am really liking Shani Petroff's writing and her voice, and I really liked that the audiobook actually was her voice. Like, she narrated the book, which I thought was really cute, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed this. Even though it was past Christmas time, I really found the joy of Christmas again. So it's just a really nice little Christmas book that just is really cute, and I really enjoyed listening to Shani Petroff read her book. Like, I think that's kind of the reason why I gave it a 4, because it wasn't outstanding. It wasn't this like groundbreaking story or anything like that. Like, it was very, I mean, it was a Christmas story, so I mean, like, there were themes in it and everything that is very typical. But I really enjoyed the setup and the payoffs and everything like that. I thought it was really cute, and I really enjoyed it. And the 10th book that I read this month was Roomies by Lindy Zart, and I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars. I read this one, or I should say I listened to this one on audiobook. I really liked, for the most part, the narrator, but there were times when I was like, this is kind of I'm not as into the narrator as like some of the other narrators that I've been listening to. So I found this one really interesting. It wasn't groundbreaking, but I really did enjoy this one. So overall, it was an average book. It was an average read, and I did enjoy it, and I'm super excited because I read 10 books. I read 10 books in a month. So I am super, super excited for February, and yeah, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can hit the button that is right up there. You can also check out my latest video. It is right there. And you can also check out all of my other wrap-ups that I have done throughout all of last year, and they are right there. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, happy reading. Bye.